If you or someone you know has diabetes, you may have built up an extra supply of test strips and lancets. That's where we come in. We'll buy the supplies that you don't need and resell them to those in need to prevent waste. Help us make diabetes management more affordable. Visit us at teststripswithaz.com.
William, when we spoke before the fight, you guaranteed a standing KO. You delivered on your promise. What did you think of your performance overall?
I mean, the first round was a feeling out round, and the second round was a foolish movement on my end. But the third round, I made it up. So my overall performance was okay. I should have let loose, like my coach said in the beginning, and probably things would have been different in the first round.
And in between rounds there, in between the second and third, he kind of collapsed. Like, you could tell there was something wrong with his leg. Did you know right away? Did you see him when he went down there?
From before the TKO?
Yeah, going into the third round.
Into the third round, I was working on that body kick on that side, and I actually seen when I delivered the body kick, his hand drop. So I capitalized on it and kept attacking the body with the jab and the cross.
Have you ever been in a position before where a guy had you back mounted, but you were able to hold his arm and trap it for like 4+ minutes? Because that was crazy. I feel like that was like a changing momentum. You might have felt like he was in a good position, but he could do absolutely nothing with that.
So at Thornton's, I play around with the smaller guys, so it's 2-on-1. Usually one gets me like that while the other one's trying to perform a submission, so I'm used to it. But somebody that size, I wasn't used to, so I knew he has jiu-jitsu. I know, so my only defense was to hold him as long as possible and make a move on his pressure. But with his pressure, he kept adjusting and sunk in that body lock, and I was like, oh shit. So there was not really much I can do. So I was waiting for a short time. Maybe I can pick him up and slam him head first, which I attempted, and it didn't end in my favor, I guess.
How nice was it to get back in the win column? I know you weren't happy with the stoppage in your last fight, but it's a bit of a relief to like go out there and just get back in the W on your record.
The win column? When did I ever leave the win column, man? 205 is my home. I mean, I stepped out of my range and went and fought 2 heavyweight fights, just to see what I'm capable of, and you clearly see the 205 is where I belong. So I wanted to shut a lot of people up. They felt that I should fight at heavyweight, which is not me. I'm 205, and that's where I'm at. There's never been a time I haven't made weight. I always make weight, and I always go out there, and I always finish.
And you're on the UFC development deal. Key word there is development. You've been on it for a couple of fights now. How do you think you're coming along? How close do you think you are to being able to take that next step?
I mean, it's coming because, like Dana White said, I overheard a situation where they said even when I am signed with them, I'll probably be fighting in the top-ranked guys anyways. There's not much in the 205 division, so I'm actually happy with the development deal. As much as people keep saying, "Oh, sign him," come on, man. 4 years, man. Let me get some more fights before I step into that big cage.
Absolutely, and there's no rush or anything like that. But in your head, if you were to compare yourself to some of those guys that are in the UFC right now, if you were to go head-to-head with them tomorrow, how do you feel like you would do?
I don't know. Until I could beat Ed Thornton, I don't think that's going to happen right now.
How would you rate your overall performance tonight?
For tonight, like an 8 out of 10 maybe. Only because I wasn't listening to my coach. Usually I do, but I listened to him in the third round and executed exactly what he was telling me to do the first round. So I'm a little disappointed in myself.
What would you say that you did wrong?
So when I went out there, I was feeling out. I like to test people. I don't know, it's just something in me that does that, and I need to get out of it and shake that out. So the first round was just a feeling out situation, and I started grappling in with him. I went back to my original asset because I'm a wrestler. Second round was a little more pressure to see how it is with forward pressure. He caught me with a hook, and he laughed, so I'm laughing like, all right, I guess we're going to keep it standing. Then he came, I caught him with, I believe it was a front kick, and he got close to me, threw a few body shots, and then he grabbed my arm, and I knew he was setting up for a Kimura, so I lifted him, and I heard someone say, watch it, because I was going to slam him down. So I had to readjust, which caused me to lose my position. So the second round was it was a bum round, but I was recovering while he was sitting there trying to do something. So third round, I had to make it up.
And I guess, what do you think you do from here? How are you feeling physically? You feel relatively unscathed coming out of this one?
I'm fine. I'm ready for the next card. I heard March, CES is happening in March. If that's happening, I'm trying to get on that card like ASAP.
I know you said when we spoke that you wanted the CES light heavyweight title. You wanted to cuddle with it. You were looking for a home. So, did you feel like that's the right play here? Fight in March and fight for that belt.
I mean, that was always the plan, and I'll take responsibility on November's fight. I took that fight. It didn't end in my favor, and I lost the opportunity to fight for the belt. So hopefully this puts me back in that opportunity to fight for the belt at light heavyweight. Remember, guys, I'm light heavyweight, not heavyweight.
I know another change is being that you formed a different organization. Now you're back home in New England. You feel more comfortable being in New England in front of friends, family, and all this?
I feel super comfortable. Like, how CES treats me compared to my last situation, like, it was just weird. That whole CFFC situation, it felt weird. Maybe because I'm not used to fighting out of state, but the whole situation was weird. And then coming here, I'm just comfortable. They're making sure I'm good. If I have water, my hands are wrapped, make sure I'm straight. Like, this is home, man. This is it.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congrats.